Okay, maybe you believe in aliens, maybe you don't. But even if you believe in aliens, it's really hard to believe goofy, weird people that claim to have been abducted by aliens. Today, we're going to hear a couple of their stories. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, let me tell it to you short and sweet and fast because I have tried to make this video like at least 5 times and I keep getting interrupted. Ship over my house beams a light and sucks me up. Plot twist, it's praying mantis beings. They are using their little feeder hands to eat my intestines. The message in my past life regression is that they are doing it to essentially eat the toxins that are within my body, and I'm really encouraged to change up my diet. That the plague that is the American diet is no longer working for my physical body, and that a change needs to happen.
Could you imagine the nerve that astronauts would have to have if they went to another galaxy and another planet, to another race of people, and started telling them how they need to change their diet? That is just the craziest thing.
Okay, now in the defense of the mantis beings, play with fire, you might get burned. I have consciously asked the universe to bring me some kind of alien experience. I was very specific about the type of experience I wanted to have. I was like, they must be benevolent aliens, and that they needed to be healers, and it needed to be a positive experience. I was not trying to be abducted by some malevolent creature that, was trying to harvest my body or something. Y'all, this is what I get for joking with the universe.
Okay, so this looks really cool. It's a praying mantis eating some sort of fly or some sort of bug. She's going to say that this is because she was just talking about aliens, but we all know the truth. This thing's been living in her house and she finally caught it on camera eating something, and then it inspired this BS alien abduction story.
This is Cosmo. He lives on my windowsill. He showed up at my house about the day
Of course,
that all of the crazy alien stuff started happening.
I bet.
Also, what I was told in my past life regression is that if I see a praying mantis, it's in the physical, an actual praying mantis in the physical, that it is the indication that the praying mantis aliens are around, or at least
I told you it was
it's
BS.
the indication for me. And so, yeah, that's Cosmo. He lives in my windowsill. But there's also a giant one, like double his size, that hangs out under my front porch light, like regularly. And sure enough, the first time I find it and see it, he catches a bug and is eating it, just like what I saw the actual alien beings do to me when they sucked.
Oh, so she was the fly in that dream she had. I think praying mantises are cool as heck. Love those praying mantis videos.
When I was home in 2016, Alexandria, Virginia, I was abducted by aliens from my bed. They came, they paralyzed me. I woke up around 4 o'clock in the morning. I was in bed by myself. I was laying back and I couldn't move anything. What I did notice is that my body started turning into particles, like when you see a video and they have like the souls are lifting out of the body, but this time my soul and body, I don't know what it was, but it was turning into particles, and like you could see it turning into like see-through and getting out of my body. So I'm like, okay. I close my eyes, I open it up again, and I'm in a dark room and there's a light on top of me. I'm naked at this time. I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my god, and it's not like I'm looking around like I can move my head. No, I'm literally like this, like barely an inch moving around. And when I finally looked down at my feet like this, there was a white guy in a suit with sunglasses.
Not an alien gray, not a 8 foot tall Norwegian or Nordic or whatever they call the giant white aliens, right? Just a regular white guy has her tied up, naked, lights on her so she can't see and she's disoriented. A typical story.
By my left foot. He saw that I woke up. He had sunglasses in a dark room. He saw that I woke up. And you know what he did? He took 2 steps back into the dark. So imagine being in a pitch black room and there's only one light right on top of you. I can't move, and I'm like, so I'm like, okay, I fall back asleep. I don't remember what happened. I wake up, and this time when I wake up, there's an alien right there on my left side, right here. He was standing right here. Like if I'm laying down, he's standing right here. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm like looking around, and there's another alien on my right side. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So then the alien looks at me, and he goes, he leans in, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. He touches me here. As soon as he touched me, he talked to me telepathically. He was like, don't worry, you've been here many times. Stop freaking out. You know what's happening. And I'm like, I'm still shaking, right? He was like, speak telepathically.
It's telepathically like, don't make me go get the white guy again.
Speak with your mind. Speak with your mind. Speak with your mind. And I'm like, so I'm like, what is he talking about? My head, I don't know, my head was racing. It was, guys, it's creepy. Being abducted by aliens is creepy. And like me, I wasn't really into it. Like, you know, I heard stories and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like freaking out. And he was like, speak telepathically.
She's like, can I have some clothes back? I'm naked.
And I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm like looking around, and there's another alien on my right side. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So then the alien looks at me, and he goes, he leans in, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. He touches me here. As soon as he touched me, he talked to me telepathically. He was like, don't worry, you've been here many times. Stop freaking out. What's happening. And I'm like, I'm still shaking, right? He was like, speak telepathically. Speak with your mind. Speak with your mind. Speak with your mind. And I'm like, so I'm like, what is he talking about? My head, I don't know, my head was racing. It was, guys, it's creepy. Being abducted by aliens is creepy. And like me, I wasn't really into
Whenever somebody tells you speak with your mind, that's their low-key way of saying, shut up, you talk too much.
it. Like, you know, I heard stories and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like freaking out. And he was like, speak telepathically.
Be quiet.
Relax. You've done this many times. So I'm like, okay. Finally, I took his advice, right? And mind you, this is all happening in a couple seconds. In my mind, it's feeling like a couple seconds, right? He's still working. He's standing here, and he's working somewhere. I don't know what he's doing. I can't see. You know what I mean? Like, I
And how
can't move
did
my
you know
head
you
this
were
time. I just
naked?
move my eyes. And so I finally got it that I have to speak telepathically. Okay? I don't know. For some reason, I just knew what to do.
He
And I looked
told
at him
you.
in his eyes. And he tells me again, relax. You've been here before. And I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And I'm still freaking out. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, what am I doing here? It's like, what's going on? What's going on? And he goes, relax. You've been here before. You've been here before. Just relax. We're doing our little checkup on you. You know what's going on. Just relax. He
You have two cavities. That'll be $800.
touches me again. Guys, when he touches me again, I pass out. When I wake up again, just for a quick second, not a quick second, probably like 5 to 10 seconds, I see him taking off his, he had like a suit, but he also had something over his suit. So he took it off. He took it off, and right in front of me, he literally took off his coat and he cleaned his hands. I don't know if he had, I think he had gloves out at the moment. He cleaned out his hands, and I saw him went like this. And this was looking at me.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, like at the moment when I saw his eyes, I was shocked. And immediately in the same second, I was like, I've been here before. I know exactly what's going on. Like, this is okay. Like, I'm just going to chillax. Like, I'm just going to chillax. Let them do what they have to do. I'm just going to relax and just, I'm going to wake up and this is going to be, all done and over with. Like, obviously I've done this before. Like, let me just relax.
She's done this before. She's naked. There's a white guy there. He tells her to relax, calm down. Sounds like she was with her boyfriend. Here's part two.
I'm going to show you guys a map that the alien showed me how the United States runs, okay? So no judgment. And this is just from my memory, okay? So if it's incorrect somewhere, then it's incorrect. But this is the general outline of the United States, okay? I'm just going to show you guys. And this is why I tell you the world is a stage, okay? Just listen, just watch, just listen to your mind. Listen with an open mind,
Spit it
okay?
out.
Just watch, hold on. Welcome to the USA, guys, okay? This, we are,
This is what the aliens gave her? Oh my God, what's wrong with those aliens? They couldn't come with to somebody that had a little bit more artistic talent?
we are here,
Where?
or here. We
The
are middle
third
class,
scribble?
poor. This is homeless.
Oh,
Okay, let's see what goes up that ladder. So homeless, poor, middle class, upper middle class. Famous to rich people. Not only that, once you get to a certain point of fame, that's where corruption starts, you know? And then that's where government starts. And then we got the uppers. That's where the sex trafficking, drugs
oh.
starts, and promotion starts very bad here. Then we have the elite, the super rich, okay? They control.
Wait, wait. It technically says elite and the supper rich. That's why it's important that you guys walk and drink a lot of water because if you're supper rich, you could gain a lot of weight, and that's when we have to start talking about type 2 diabetes. That says supper rich.
Control everything that's down here. As people's like, oh, elites control everything. This is why. Okay. Then on top of the money elites, we have the cartel leads that the quiet people never talk about, like the top secret people who money laundering, sex trafficking, drugs, etc. These control starts from here. Okay. Not only that, on top of that, we have the president. People who work here, like the DOD, like the military, like the upper classified people. Okay.
Oh my God, this is scary. The young people of the world today, in the US at least, can't spell. She didn't even spell president correctly. Holy moly, this is scary.
And then now, on top of the president, there is 1 or 3% of riches that actually control the president, which they're getting rules from. So as you see here, this is the cycle we live in. And if you guys want to read it, go ahead and read it. So then I put here snakes, okay? Because stops people from developing the frontal lobe, which is why people know how to manipulate their selves to the top.
That's not what she wrote, but we'll go
Okay.
with it.
Used to dissociation for all. So what is this?
See, this is why it's so hard to believe people when they tell you, honestly, I've been abducted by aliens, because the more you talk to them, you start to realize, oh my God, this is a bunch of bullshit.
YouTube, like entertainment, etc., etc. Used to distract everybody. Okay. Some they'll move up from here, from upper middle class. A lot of you guys stop here. You guys don't keep climbing up because of your because of all the evil that's coming into you, like all the demons, like addiction, gambling, doing bad things, cheating, adultery, etc., etc. Keeps you down here emotionally because you can't control your emotions. People all the way up here already acknowledge their emotion and they know how to control. They already evolved from us. All of this is like an evolution. Every time you climb up, you evolve a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. But this is where it starts. This is where the devil or the demon starts. Like people say, like, you know, in the Bible, they're like, oh, there's demons everywhere. This is where it starts. And everybody here had to pass through here somewhere, somehow. Even the president had to start from here or start from here, here, here. So they know what's going on, guys. They know. That's
Oh my God, those were the absolute worst alien abduction videos on the net. We just broke a record by finding three of the absolute worst alien videos ever. And I'm proud we found it together, and I hope you come back tomorrow. We'll find some more videos to watch together. Have a good night. I'll see you then.